In the day, not being very good at this. I'm not sure what it was, but we'll go over everything here. So Blitzball tutorial, moving. In Blitzball, there are 5 players per team in the sphere pool. The overhead map shows all players' current positions and the direction each is facing. Here, only one team is shown on the field. Tidus is carrying the ball now. The ball carrier is displayed as a circled arrow on the map. Now let's watch the players move. It may seem confusing at first, but it's actually quite simple. By default, player movement is set to auto, so everyone moves around the pool automatically. Use the overhead map to check the players' positions. The triangular frame inside the red circle is the opposing team's goal. Here it is. This goal is always on the left-hand side of the overhead map. Let's resume. Try to keep track of your position in relation of the goal. Now, next let's try moving the ball carrier manually. Press triangle. Now you've enabled manual movement. Press the directional pad to move the player manually. Only the ball carrier can be moved manually. All other players stay on auto. Note that it becomes harder to manage your teammates while manually controlling the carrier. This mode is recommended for veteran blitzers. Press triangle again. Now you're back to auto movement. Try switching between manual and auto to get a feel for both modes. In manual A mode, the direction of the movement corresponds to the overhead map. Left moves the player towards the opposing team's goal and right towards your own team's goal. In addition to manual A, there is also a mode called manual B. Stick with auto movement for now. Movement modes are only applicable when you're on offense. When you're on defense, your entire team moves on auto. Summary 1. Use the overhead map to keep track of play. Change movement modes with a triangle. Players move automatically when on defense. Action commands. In order to make a player perform an action, you must choose an action command. You can open the action command window by pressing square. Press square now. The game pauses while the action command window is open, so you have ample time to think about your next move. There are 3 available commands: pass, shoot, and dribble. Dribble simply makes the player resume movement. Pass and shoot are the most important commands. Now let's take a look at passing. Press square now. Select pass. Select the receiver for your pass. His stats are shown at the top right. Your pass is complete, and now Dotto has the ball. Stats determine the outcome of each pass. Take a look at the number shown next to PA. That number 10 represents Dotto's passing accuracy. Let's pass the ball back to Tidus. Open the command window by pressing square. Did you notice the gradual decrease in PA? The friction of the water causes the pass's PA to gradually decrease. If its PA reaches 0, the pass becomes uncatchable. Now let's watch Tidus throw a bad pass. We'll set his PA to 3. Press square and pass the ball. Keep an eye on Tidus' PA, now at 3. When a pass fails, the ball becomes loose. A loose ball can be claimed by anyone. Therefore, a player with high PA can successfully throw longer passes. Likewise, a player with low PA often throws bad passes, giving the other team a chance at the ball. Now let's take a look at how to shoot. Shooting is very similar to passing. A player's shooting accuracy is displayed as SH. Check Tidus' SH, now at 10. A shot loses SH as it travels through the water, just as a pass loses PA. A shot that reaches the goal with SH of at least 1 will score. If a shot's SH is depleted, it will fail. A goalkeeper defends the goal from Tidus' shots. Let's do it. Open the command window by pressing square. Select shoot. Once you select shoot, the goalkeeper's stats appear beneath yours. Your teammates' stats are displayed on a blue background. The opposing team's stats are displayed on a red background. CA represents the goalkeeper's ability to catch incoming shots. In this example, Rowdy's goalkeeping ability is shown as 8. Let's resume. Keep an eye on the shot's SH as it decreases. Check Tidus' SH now. Since the shot lost some SH as it traveled through the water, it is currently at 7. Here we take the shot's SH and subtract a goalkeeper's CA. If no SH remains, then the shot fails. Be aware that the actual CA applied here is randomized, ranging from 50 to 150% of the goalie's current CA. Here the goalkeeper has a CA of 8, so the actual amount subtracted may vary from 4 to 12. So let's see whether the shot's SH score will remain above 0. The shot was successful because SH is at 3. Now let's see what happens when you miss a shot. Switch to manual movement, swim far from the goal, and try shooting from there. The shot failed because its SH hit 0. In Blitzball, players expend HP to perform actions. Think of HP here as stamina, because players remain conscious even if their HP drops to 0. The first thing to remember is that whoever has the ball steadily loses HP while carrying it through the water. Watch how Tidus' HP falls from 100 as he carries the ball. As you can see, HP decreases when the ball is carried. Shooting and passing also consume HP. Let's take a look. Select shoot. Each shot consumes 10 HP. Watch closely as Tidus loses 10 HP. Whoops. As you can see, his HP decreased from 26 to 16. In Blitzball, all actions require HP. Now let's see what happens when HP runs low. Players can still shoot even if their HP falls below 10. but when they do, their shots are only half as effective. Whenever HP is too low, the commands are highlighted blue. Also note that SH is reduced from 10 to 5. Each player slowly regains HP once he is rid of the ball. An encounter occurs when opposing players come in contact with the ball carrier. If you are the ball carrier, the action command menu will open. You must then decide on a course of action in the face of opposing players. For now, select no break. We'll explain breakthroughs later. Excuse me. Bixen stands in Tidus' way. His stats are displayed at the top right. Next, the action command window appears. Select pass for now. Normally the ball is thrown here. It would lose PA as it travels through the water. But in an encounter, opposing players try to block your passes and shots. BL represents a player's skill at blocking. Here, Bixen's blocking stat is 2. The pass loses an amount of PA equal to Bixen's block. The actual calculation is slightly randomized. If PA falls to 0 or less, the ball is intercepted by the opposing player. In this example, PA is 10, and block is 2. The estimated result is 10 minus 2 equals 8. As long as PA is at least 1, the pass goes through. Once through, the pass continues to expend PA as it travels towards its intended receiver. Watch PA closely as we resume play. The defender reduced the PA of the pass when he got a hand on it. Now let's see what happens when the defender's BL stat is much higher. This time the block is 18. The defender's high block reduces the pass of the pass to 0, resulting in the turnover. Some encounters include multiple defenders. Let's see how that works. Brixen and Abyss block your way. Their stats are shown at the top right. Bixen's block is 4 and Abyss's block is 2. 10 minus 4 plus 2 equals 4, but since the results are slightly randomized, it won't necessarily equal 4. No. The pass went through, but its PA fell to 0 before reaching the receiver, resulting in a bad pass. Now let's try shooting a goal. When you attempt to shoot, the goalkeeper also comes in, so you're now facing 3 opponents. Subtract the stats shown beneath SH from its current value of 10 to determine whether the shot scores. See, I shoot a 6. Okay. We'll look at breakthroughs in this section. You've encountered 3 opposing players. PA represents passing accuracy. Here the player's PA stat is 17. Let's try a breakthrough here. The ball carrier will try to shake off defenders by breaking through their tackles. If he withstands their tackles, the breakthrough succeeds and fewer defenders remain. Let's try it through Grav. Keep an eye on Grav's AT during the breakthrough. You decided to break through Grav before making your next move. Now Grav will tackle Tidus. If Tidus can't withstand the tackle, he'll give up the ball. It takes endurance to withstand tackles. Right now, Tidus' endurance is 11. AT tells us how hard a tackle will hit. The defender's AT is 7. Subtract AT from EN to determine the outcome of a tackle. If EN is reduced to 0, then the tackler steals the ball. Watch EN closely. Tidus endured the tackle and broke through Grav. The breakthrough was a success. Only 2 defenders remain in the way. Look at the stats shown underneath PA. Since Grav is out of the picture, he can't block passes anymore. The math is now 17 minus 5 plus 3. Completing a pass should be easier now. Break through as many defenders as you can to complete more passes and score more goals. Players can learn techniques from their opponents. This is called tech copy. First, have one of your players mark an opponent who knows a desirable technique. Now that player will keep an eye on that opponent in order to learn his techniques. Tech copy appears at the top of the screen when a player uses a technique during a game. This indicates a window of opportunity to learn that technique. Press X at the right time in order to learn it. Let's try it now. Just remember that the player who learns a technique is not necessarily the one it is used against. Players who have marked that opponent are the ones who learn his techniques. If multiple players have marked him, only one will learn any at one time. Your players may have trouble learning techniques, though, if they are of lower levels than their respective targets. Once you've learned a new technique, you can equip it at halftime or at the start of the next match. Yeah, we went through all this already. So poison is pretty obvious as to what sleep does. Player becomes unable to act when put to sleep. The player will wake after a while or when he is hit by the ball. Wither reduces a single stat by half. The effects wear off over time. Yep, we went over this one. And game modes. 10 games are played during a league session, when the winner is determined by total points. 3 points are awarded for a win and 1 point for a tie. You can press triangle to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Tournaments span 2 to 3 matches. There are no draws, so a match ending with tied scores goes into overtime. You can press triangle to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Exhibition games are for practice. No experience points are awarded for playing, but you can copy techniques. Press triangle at any time to forfeit the game. And that concludes the tutorial. I hope that helps you guys out, and let's continue the game.